And joining us in Studio B this morning is Bakersfield Police Chief Brent Stratton. Thank you for coming in.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Good morning. And let's go ahead and start with, when were you notified of what was happening?
Immediately. You know, I actually began receiving phone calls personally from people that were in the stands as well, and I had some notifications about that, and so made some phone calls in to try to determine what exactly was going on, speaking with our watch commander, and started working on developing a response. Our officers were already responding, and the system was already working, and leadership was already working on developing and coordinating a response with multiple agencies. But I was able to get up to speed on it within a matter of minutes.
And it wasn't just BPD, but KCSO. I mean, it was one of those all hands responding to this incident. There have been a lot of comments, a lot of emotion, if you will, on social media since all of this happened. What have you taken in as far as that goes?
Sure. You know, I'd also like to recognize the Kern High School District Police Department was on scene already when this occurred. Kern County Sheriff's Office was close by and lent a hand. And then, you know, we had officers from the police department responding. And so I've been taking in a variety of different things. You know, I feel, along with our community, just the sense of tragedy and, you know, a tremendous amount of sympathy and empathy for the family of our victim, as well as for the family of the young man who perpetrated this crime. Two lives that are, you know, forever changed. And it's a terrible thing to see. I was also very proud of the first responders' response, including medical aid that was, you know, trying to get there as quick as possible, being able to move to a hospital to try to make life-saving efforts. And so I was proud of that response, how quickly things worked. But I understand the fear and the uncertainty that comes from families who are present and people worried about their kids and sending them to school. And this type of crime is not new to our community, but it's thankfully very rare in the location in which it occurs, and with the proximity to other people who are uninvolved and who are innocent. You know, it's an unfortunate reality that gun violence touches our community and always has in any community in America. You know, and the age range really isn't any different from what we see a lot of other times as well. This is the unfortunate reality that people involved in gang shootings are oftentimes about this age. It's a tragic set of circumstances, though. They never got a chance to grow up. I know so many people who have made changes in their lives and gone on to live, you know, happy and productive lives from gang involvement as young men, and it's a real tragedy all the way around.
Now, because, I mean, and I don't want to get too much into this because we're barely into the investigation involving just exactly what happened in the proximity to the stadium and whatnot, but games coming up, of course, on Friday. Has KHSD police reached out as far as just a presence on some of the campuses for this Friday?
We've been in contact with Kern High School District Police Department, as well as Kern High School District all weekend, and working through what those things might look like. And as always, the Bakersfield Police Department wants to be a good partner to anyone in our community, especially the Kern High School District, and anything that we can do to help and support, we're happy to do.
You know, you can understand people's emotions going from sadness to anger over this, scared for their kids and whatnot. There's been a lot thrown around. People have suggested, for example, putting metal detectors in the entrance of a game. Talk about just how the difficulty in doing something like that.
Yeah, and I think those are fair questions. Those are things that we should be talking about as a community, and be talking about what is it that safety and security looks like for us, and what are we willing to put up with, and what are we not. And if we are willing to do wands and magnetometers and set up things like you're going into Disneyland or to a concert, and imagine a little bit longer queued lines, imagine increased staff, imagine increased costs. But you know, when you're talking about safety and security, those there's no value that's put on that. So it will be interesting to see where the community goes and what they'd like to see. But you know, from a police department's background, we're always in favor of additional security and additional scrutiny.
All right, very good. Chief Brent Stratton joining us in Studio B, and I know you're scheduled to be back next Tuesday. We'll revisit it after that and talk more about it.
See you then.
Thank you for coming in.
My pleasure.
All right, we'll be right back.